Starfleet Command, this is Captain Theodore Emmett of the USS James T. Kirk with a mission status update. Things here in the Canis Major Dwarf Galaxy continue to progress in a rapid fashion. Starbase CM01 is about to be fully brought online, and I've declared that day to be a holiday of celebration for all that we've accomplished here. We all miss you in the Milky Way, and still hope that we'll hear from you soon. And until that happens, we've all decided to continue these status updates. We haven't ventured too far out from the Beachhead star system. Obviously, with the threat of the Masters, we want to be sure that we're ready, with Beachhead fully protected should we encounter an evil force intent on our destruction. Speaking of the Masters, our science team investigating the ruins in System ZX-3204 have made an amazing discovery. A tablet of sorts, with what we believe to be their planet's perspective on the Masters and perhaps what happened to this satellite galaxy 100,000 years ago. I've appended the translation of that document here in this transmission.
Hello, good traveler. I have set a task upon myself, while it is still possible, to explain certain events which have occurred. But sadly, time is short, and so will be this message. Once upon a time, long ago, the Master Gods were born. Setting their sights on all that surrounded them, they would conquer the Canis realm, bringing a much-desired order to the chaos which resided there. But beyond the Canis realm lay a new, unknown frontier, which the Master Gods sought to tame. Upon their arrival in this new land, the Master Gods were disappointed, having found a dead, barely inhabited realm. Seeking to change this, the Master Gods then seeded countless worlds, creating species after species, to develop and bend to their will. Like most gods, the Master Gods were overconfident in their positions, and failed to notice the new gods, the Icor, watching and waiting for their opportunity to expel these pretenders to the throne. Using their great powers to create countless worlds, even duplicate worlds, and steering these cultures along similar paths. The Master Gods were too focused on their own frivolity to notice the build-up of forces the Icor gods had been slowly gathering. Being the oldest gods native to that realm, the Icor's power rivaled those of the Master Gods, and allying themselves with loyal species also native to the realm, the Icor gods would become a force unlike any other the Master Gods had encountered before. A great war would be fought, with both sides vying for supremacy over the realm. Yet after years of strife and countless deaths, neither side had gained the upper hand, but all that was about to change. Sizex, Icor god of the underworld, would hatch a plan to end the conflict once and for all, and rid the realm of the false gods. By channeling all the power of each of the Icor gods into a single blast, the new gods would kill the Master Gods, freeing the realm once and for all. And this immense power would create a great barrier around the realm, protecting it from any further incursions from the Masters. In almost an instant, the realm was set ablaze, with searing magic the likes of which no one had ever seen before. The Master Gods fell one by one, poisoned by the Icor's great power. But Sizex underestimated that power, which continued to travel and expand, heading directly for the Canis realm. Most of the Icor gods applauded this development, but not Sizex, for he had truly never intended to wipe out all of the Master Gods, simply those contained within his own realm. Devastated by the great power unleashed by the Icor gods, those that once followed the Icor now turned their back upon them, seeking vengeance against those they once had called allies. And weakened by their own foolish use of the great power, the Icor themselves would also fall, scattered upon the wind like decaying leaves in a storm. And after the successful expulsion of both the Master and Icor gods, a great dark veil would descend upon the realm, swallowing knowledge, like a hungry beast desperate for sustenance. And the dark veil would remain intact for many years, until light would once again shine throughout the realm, bringing with it countless new species, with countless new ideas, but also with an innate resolve to never allow the realm to be conquered again. As for the Master Gods, I can neither confirm nor deny their continued existence. Legend has it, the Masters saw the end approaching, and with their own extinction in their sights, buried and hid themselves within the deepest, darkest reaches of the Canis realm, leaving watchers behind to inform them of the goings-on throughout the cosmos, and when it would be safe to once again emerge and resume their rightful place as rulers of the realms. And so this is a warning, weary traveler. Be careful in your journey among the stars to not stray too far into the unknown, for lurking behind the beauty of the cosmos may be a dark and sinister danger, waiting and watching for a misstep and an ancient evil to be reawakened.
We don't know how much of it is truth, but like most legends and lore throughout history, we believe that it's probably based in some fact, maybe just embellished a little for the reader's enjoyment, or distorted due to the far more primitive nature of its writer. For all we know, it could simply be a work of fiction. With a convoy of various starships and crews from the Milky Way being trapped outside the Great Barrier when whatever disaster occurred within, set to begin arriving here at Beachhead in the next few days, it's imperative that we gather as much information as possible about this evil that we might face here in the Canis Major Dwarf Galaxy. One good thing about the convoy on approach, though, is that it sent a ripple of renewed energy here throughout Beachhead. The once seemingly depressed Federation species a part of this mission are now happy and preparing for the influx of people that the convoy represents. Once the convoy arrives, we'll begin to venture further out into this galaxy, in the hopes of encountering other life forms and species that could give us more answers about what's really been going on here. Long-range sensor scans have detected faint energy signatures in system ZX4001, which could point to someone being there, but we won't know until we go there to find out. We all continue to send you our best wishes and hopes that all is well. Captain Theodore Emmett, USS James T. Kirk, out.